There's something important you need to understand about why this video found you right now in this exact moment of your life. You didn't just randomly scroll into this. Deep inside, you've been repeating the same words for months, maybe even years. Next week, I'll start. Next month, I'll change. This year is already messed up. But next year, I'll finally become the real me. And yet, here you are again, standing at another imaginary starting line you created for yourself, telling yourself the same old story about how tomorrow will be different. But here's what almost nobody tells you. The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus called this one of the evils of foolishness, living in a constant state of preparing to begin, always about to change, always waiting for the perfect moment to arrive. And that's exactly why this message had to find you today, because you're about to do it again. You're about to throw today away and promise yourself that you'll start fresh tomorrow. That cycle, that never-ending loop of starting, stopping, and starting again. That's not discipline. That's not growth. That's a trap. And this video had to show up at the right moment to try and break you out of it. Because the right time was never tomorrow. It has always been now. Let me show you what's really happening when you say, I'll start tomorrow. You think you're being kind to yourself, giving yourself a clean slate, a fresh start, a new beginning. But what you're actually doing is teaching yourself to quit. Every time you eat something you said you wouldn't, and then decide the whole day is ruined. Every time you skip a workout and tell yourself, I'll do 2 tomorrow. Every time you mess up once and decide you'll restart on Monday. You're not failing the challenge. You're succeeding at something else. You're training your brain that quitting is always an option. That today doesn't matter. That this moment is not the one that counts. And your brain learns that lesson. Your nervous system learns it. Your entire being memorizes it. So when things get hard, when temptations come, when the moment of decision appears, your mind responds the same way every time. Give up now. Try again later. But later never really comes, because later is always now again. And if you can't make the right move now, you won't magically do it tomorrow. Tomorrow will feel just like this, with the same temptations, the same challenges, the same voice saying, one more day won't hurt. And you'll quit again, not because you're weak, but because you've practiced quitting for so long. And maybe right now you're thinking, this time is different. I mean it this time. I finally hit rock bottom. Next week when I start, I'll be perfect. No mistakes. I'll follow my plan exactly. But that is another trap. The belief that transformation requires perfection. The belief that you must wait until you're fully ready to execute everything perfectly. Here's the truth, and it might set you free, or it might scare you. You will never feel fully ready. You will never wake up one morning suddenly filled with all the motivation and willpower you need. Because readiness isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. One messy decision at a time. One moment where you choose differently even when you don't feel like it. One choice where you do the best you can from where you are instead of waiting for a perfect moment that doesn't exist. That's how transformation really happens. Not in grand speeches, not in flawless streaks, but in the messy middle, in the moment after you've already messed up and still choose not to spiral. In that split second when temptation screams and you pause just long enough to remember who you're becoming. Let me be clear. There's only one real battle you will ever fight, and it isn't against your past or your future. It's against this moment right in front of you. The past is gone. It can't ask anything of you now. You can't change it. You can only carry it or release it. The future hasn't arrived yet, It's just a mental story, a prediction based on yesterday. But this moment is real. This moment is asking something of you. It's the only moment that ever will. Because life doesn't happen in the past or the future. Life only lives here, now, in this breath, in this choice, in this exact slice of time as you're hearing these words. And everything you want, everything you wish to become, every version of yourself you've dreamed about, it all exists in this moment. Not tomorrow, now. But you keep throwing this moment away. You keep sacrificing it to guilt about yesterday or anxiety about tomorrow. And when you do that, you're not living at all. Here's what nobody tells you about this cycle you're in. Every time you throw today away, you don't just fail once, you fail twice. Once when you give in to the mistake, and again when you decide that one mistake means the whole day doesn't count. Picture this. You're trying to lose weight. You've got a plan, and midday, you eat something off the plan. Instantly, your brain says, well, today is ruined. I'll restart tomorrow. But that's not where the real mistake happened. The real failure happened in that decision to declare the rest of the day useless. Because the best move after a mistake isn't more mistakes. It's the next best move. Even if today isn't perfect, even if you've already slipped up, the rest of the day still matters. The next meal still matters. The next choice still matters. Because you're not just chasing a goal, you're building an identity. And every choice, especially the one after a slip, is a vote for the person you're becoming. This is where most people lose. They think it's about perfection, the perfect diet, the perfect workout routine, the perfect morning ritual. But life isn't asking you to be perfect. It's asking you to be present, to make the best move you can from where you are, not where you wish you were, not where you hope you'll be tomorrow, here, now. And when you finally do that, something changes. You stop being the person who's about to start living, and you become the person who's already living, imperfectly, messily, but consistently. And imperfect consistency will always beat perfect intentions. Let's be real about what's holding you back. It's not your past trauma. It's not your childhood. It's not the people who hurt you or the chances you missed. Those things are real, but they are not your prison. What holds you back is the story you tell about them, the identity you built around them. When you see yourself as the person who was damaged, as someone trying to overcome all this weight, you give your power away. You make your past more important than your present. But the moment you let go of that story, the moment you say, yeah, that happened, it shaped me, but it does not control me today. That's when everything shifts.